Welcome back to Variant Quran. I'm Daniel Brubaker. In 2019, when I was approaching the publication of my first book, Corrections in Early Quran Manuscripts, I sent an electronic copy of it to Irsika in Istanbul. Irsika is responsible for the publication, among other things, of many facsimile editions of early Quran manuscripts, and I've used these myself. Partly I sent my book to them because they had received me so warmly there in 2011 when I visited. When I did send them the review copy of my book in 2019, I asked specifically if they would forward it to Dr. Tayyar Altıkulaş, because I hoped that he would make some sort of engagement with it. Well, just 2 days ago on Thursday, I discovered that not only had there been a response made to my book, but it was actually a book in its own right. It is a $40 edition that is available through Irsika by Dr. Tayyar Altıkulaş and has a foreword by Professor Halit Aren, in whose office I sat and with whom I spoke when I visited there. And it is titled Refutation of Daniel Allen Brubaker's Corrections in Early Quran Manuscripts. As you can see from the title, it is apparently a criticism of my book. I will read you the book description. It says, the present book has been prepared by the internationally recognized scholar in Quranic studies, Dr. Tayyar Altıkulaş, in response to the book by Daniel Brubaker titled Corrections in Early Quranic Manuscripts, 20 Examples. Brubaker's book can be described as one of numerous publications authored by the Western writers who perceive the various corrections on scribal errors found in the earliest copies of the Quran as changes that could have been deliberately made to its text. Brubaker presents a collection of 20 examples of scribal corrections, interpreting them as possible evidence of changes that could have been made at different times in the authentic text of the Quran. The present book by Dr. Tayyar Altıkulaş, on the other hand, discusses and evaluates each and every one of Brubaker's proposed examples. Through these evaluations, the book demonstrates that any claims, including Brubaker's, that suggest to raise questions about the intactness of the Holy Quran are bound to fail. Now, of course, on its face, I have not received this book yet. I contacted Irsika this week and actually expressed my gratitude and asked them to convey my gratitude to Dr. Altıkulaş for his taking so seriously my book and going so far as to write a book of his own of more than 100 pages in response to it. That's an honor to be taken seriously in that way. And so Irsika replied to me that I need not order the book. They had already sent me as a gift 3 copies of it in early January, and they confirmed with me just after that it has cleared customs into the United States, so I should be receiving them shortly. So I've not read the book yet. Here is my prior expectation of what this book is going to be like, and then after the fact, I will, as I have said, I will engage with scholarly criticisms of my work, and this would certainly qualify as a scholarly criticism of my work. So you can expect that I will read it and have a response to whatever's in it. I will engage it here and I will talk with you about it. But what I do expect from Dr. Altıkulaş is a fair treatment of my work. My reading of his writings, mainly through the preface of the various editions of the Quran manuscripts, has been that he is fair-minded and that he does not necessarily take the standard view of things, nor even the traditional view when it comes to these matters. I think he's certainly a senior scholar. He's quite far advanced to myself in years and I think in learning. And so I do look forward to reading what he has to write. Being a senior scholar does not necessarily mean that we are always correct, and this is why we, engage with each other as academics and as scholars. But I do expect to respect what it is that he has to say, and to take it seriously, and I do trust that it will have been fair. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I just want to thank you for watching. I wanted to announce it to you. It was a pleasant surprise in many ways. And some people have said, aren't you upset that your book is being criticized in this way? And I'm actually pleased so long as criticism is fair. So that's all I want to say about that right now. I'll let you know more when I know more about the book itself. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk again soon, and take care wherever you are in the world. Bye.